Alright, hey everybody, I'm here with my thrift store finds. So, let's get started. Just grab a stack. Now, the highest one here was $5. So, we'll start with that one. I went up to my uncle's, and their thrift store had this brand new. I opened it, obviously, to listen to it, but the soundtrack from the movie Bird, about Charlie Parker. I'll kind of show you this. It's on blue vinyl, which I did not know until I opened it. So here we go. And this sounds great. Totally worth it. I wish I would have had some of these in order, but here's one. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Deja Vu. And this looks like it's hardly ever been played. My lighting doesn't do it justice, but cover's great. Nice upgrade. Not an original, but still an older press. Okay, we all know I lost some Dean Martin records, so you're going to see some through here. Remember Me, I'm the One Who Loves You. I had originally had this in shrink, but this is in really great shape. And like I said, they're still cheap. This one I forgot to, this was in my one lot that I kind of like my honey hole section where I went back and looked through a whole bunch of records in a warehouse. This was in there. The Johnny Cash album on Sun Records here. Sorry. It's one of those sleeves. And there it is. BG Plus. Sounds okay. All-Time Greatest Hits Volume 1, George Jones. I didn't need a Greatest Hits album by him, but I love the picture and anything with jukeboxes. And I used to have this cassette. So, and the back picture's even better. This is on the Epic label. And it came from Ames. Here we go. The Paul Desmond Quartet. I don't think I have any standalone albums of Paul Desmond. I just kind of have him with Dave Brubeck all the time. So this should be an interesting listen. Henry Johnson, Future Excursions. This is a custom pressed on whatever KC569 blend premium virgin vinyl audiophile. This is MCA Impulse. Obviously, like 80s Impulse. 1988. Thought it was neat. Here's one. It's not in amazing shape, but it sounds pretty decent. Soul Meeting, Ray Charles and Milt Jackson on the Atlantic label. Well, actually, I think this is London Atlantic, but it's because this is a UK press. Didn't know they even did, just a standalone album together. Kind of neat. The Cannonball Adderley Quintet. This is on when he went to Capitol Records. This one's still in the shrink. The Cannonball Adderley Quintet, Mercy, 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 live at the club. We got Rubber Soul on there. Revolver. I had this folded in. There we go. I actually have it in the wrong way. But there we go. Mingus at Carnegie Hall. is on the Atlantic label. And I had bought, which is going to be in my normal update, so stay tuned. I'm doing this video right after each other so I can get these filed. There's only a few really I haven't listened to. They use this as like shipping packaging. West Montgomery Road song. I was like, well, I'm going to clean this up. I actually used Lysol wipe, and it really did a great job on this cover. A&M Records. So I call that a little freebie there. One's for, shipping packaging, and the other one goes, and I'm going to take it for my collection. Stanley Turrentine, Tender Togetherness. This is from the 80s. Love the cover. He's great. Okay. Now the stack. Ugh. Ray's Moods. Ray Charles and his orchestra and chorus on ABC Paramount Records. Look at that. Really nice cover. I don't leave behind nice pressings of Ray Charles. The Ray Charles Story, Volume 4. They had the other volumes, but they were beat. And it must be the person did not like Volume 4 on the Atlantic label, because this one looks like it's been played just a handful of times. So, this cover took a lot of cleaning. Gary Lewis and the Playboys, New Directions. I really love the song Girls in Love. And this was in the shrink wrap on the Liberty label. And pretty sure this is the same here. Where is it? Saw him at the state fair, I don't know, quite a while ago. 8 or 9 years ago, maybe more. I call this a lucky find. I never knew that George Strait went, actually, don't get me wrong, he's a fantastic country singer, and I enjoy his albums, but I didn't know that they had a little bit of value here. Not saying this is worth a fortune or anything, but George Strait, number 7. But I was shocked to find it, and happy to have it in my collection. I think this was late 80s, 86. The digital recording, kind of disappointing, but, meh. Waylon and Willie. The Fight Inside of Me, Merle Haggard. I wish I hadn't sold Mama Tried and a couple others. I didn't sell them, I gave them to my nephew. Because now I'm back into country, so it's like, well, I can find them again. It was either way, I'm happy. I gave him a nice start. He has a beautiful turntable already, really nice Denon. So I'm happy with that my nephew is collecting. Mary Hopkin, excuse me. Those Were the Days. This is a Taiwan press. I anything Beatle related, because Paul McCartney wrote Goodbye for Mary Hopkin. Usually, if you see Taiwan pressings at a thrift store, they're in awful shape, but that one's really nice. Alright. Take Me to Your World, and I Don't Want to Play House, Timmy Wynette. I kind of just buy these just because my grandma listened to these all the time. And I'm really surprised she didn't have these 2 albums coming up, this next one coming up as well. Because she sang these songs all the time. I should mention I use past tense because she's still alive. It's just she has dementia so bad. It's probably not even dementia at this point. It's probably onset Alzheimer's, and she's in the nursing home. But she doesn't remember much. She does remember George Jones though, and who I am, thankfully, and I'm pretty happy about that. So, uh, here would be another one that she would listen to all the time. Tammy Wynette, Stand By Your Man. All I can think of is the Blues Brothers doing this, but nice cover. She was a very pretty woman. Also on the yellow Epic label. So yeah. Happiness is Dean Martin. I have a promo of this one, but I lost my original copy. That was in the shrink just like this, so it's nice to have. This has, I think, Lace and Happiness on me, and I love that. Yeah, such a great song, and You've Still Got a Place in My Heart. Sweet, Sweet, Lovable You. Nobody's Baby Again. This is just a great album. If you like Dino, and I do. I have this one. I just couldn't leave it. It's really nice in the shrink. The Dean Martin Christmas album. I actually have this one signed by him downstairs in the man cave. But I didn't want to leave it. You Can't Love Them All. This is a replacement as well. It's a Pickwick. I don't collect lots of Pickwicks anymore, but I always loved this cover. And it has Ain't That a Kick in the Head, and I love that song. Mine was originally in the shrink. I wasn't sure the cover was going to clean up, but it cleaned up really nicely. So, Street Life Serenade, Billy Joel. I lost a lot of my Billy Joel albums, so you'll see that I've been picking them back up in my other updates. Alright, last stack. Ray Charles, Friendship. He does some duets on this. This is in the shrink. I had this in my original collection, and I was downsizing. I thought I was going to get married and move and, have a child, and, not to get into personal stuff, but things happened, and it didn't turn out that way, so now I've just been picking them back up. But anyway, this is Seven Spanish Angels on it, which I really like, his duet with Willie Nelson. I needed this like a hole in the head. I have to see which one's better, but I could not believe the Salvation Army. I know it's Nat King Cole. You see him all the time, but everybody always seems to want this one. It's probably because it's a great concert, a great performance. Live at the Sands. And this is just immaculate. Great listen. I highly recommend it if you like that style of music. Here we go. My guilty pleasure here. Barry Manilow live in Britain. This was still in the shrink. I wasn't leaving it. I think they were 49 cents. Same with this one. I don't know if it's just called Barry. But, 49 cents wasn't leaving them. Here Comes the Night. Alright, there goes my guilty pleasure. Long Ago, Tony Bennett. This one was right next to the Nat King Cole. Now, there's some tape on this cover. But this is early Tony. I really like the back cover, too. It's too bad the cover wasn't in better shape. But the record's okay. Probably VG or VG Plus. I'm hoping to find a better copy. So, big Tony Bennett fan. Six Silver Strings, B.B. King. I don't see a lot of B.B. King in thrift stores. George Jones and Friends. I don't have this in sleeve because the cover's really beat. I tried cleaning it, but it's got seam splits, but it's at RCA. Dynaflex stuff. This is either you love it or you hate it. Starship. We built this city 12-inch single. George Jones and Melba Montgomery. Close together as you and me. This is another one of those Music Core RCA pressing reissues, probably from the early 70s. And I had sold by George Jones and Melba Montgomery albums. So this is what I have for right now. This was a complete shocker. I have been looking for an upgrade of this, and I did not expect it to be at a thrift store. Must be that sometimes someone had taped the hype sticker on the cover, but I think my cover might be slightly better, so I might Frankenstein it. But, yeah, Joan Jett, Fake Friends. Take this out. Wow, it's Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, the album. I think Fake Friends is on here. Yeah. Just gorgeous shape. And of course, you know, I love Joan Jett. Nice to look at too. So very surprised to see that there. I need Bad Reputation. Nice upgrade of that. Mine has heavy ring wear. The record plays okay though, but nice replacement on that. And that is my thrift store update. Whew. Nice day to do it with the storm and everything that came in. You know, I was grilling the night before. It was 50 degrees out, and then I woke up with 4 or 5 inches of snow or more. But some of it melted today too, because the ground was so warm. But anyway, stay tuned for the rest. Take it easy. Peace.